everybody, welcome. Right now it's just me. I believe Rai is sitting in queue to log in.
Say what?
You're sitting in queue.
I heard you say my name in vain.
Yeah, I was just telling people because we're live now that you're sitting in queue to log in.
Sitting, yeah, I'm sitting, sure.
Standing in queue?
I'm standing on the screen.
Hello,
I'll show you.
Hello, Doodles.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you need to turn on kitty cam. Ah, there you are.
Yeah. And it started to log in before the kitty cam came up.
Of course it did. I am slowly making my way back to Alpaca Land. Yes, Mr. Alpaca Handler, we need to go to Ukapacha. It's snowing in Ukapacha. How interesting.
It sure is. I don't know that I'm dressed for this.
And what instance are you in?
Well, if I join the party before you hit the thing, you'll be in the right instance.
Nope. I'm showing you in a different... Okay.
So you hit the zone before I accepted them.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's alright. I know how to travel instances.
That makes one of us.
And you're around here somewhere. Behind... There we are. Hiya!
I'm exactly where you left me, and would you get riffed off of me?
He's just happy to see you. And I just realized he's actually kind of dressed for this weather.
Yeah.
I was worried that it might be too hot for him. I was wrong.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Switched over, largely. Hi, Doodles. Hi, Live.
Well, shall we turn in the quest?
I don't know, shall we?
Or at least we should talk to Wook.
Oh,
Oof.
okay, that's that quest.
Yeah, we are trying to trade for Mezcal.
That too, I was looking at one of the others in the list. And realizing it was the studium.
Yeah, I've got two on my quest log, and one is the MSQ and the other's the studium, which is way tardy.
I also still have Ever Skyward.
Which one is Ever Skyward?
That's the 2 expansions back, crafting items.
Oh, that one.
Main hands. Yeah.
Back with the Ishgard restoration.
Alongside that, yeah.
Hello, Orca.
For the Dragon Sung Needle.
Yeah, that's Ishgard restoration.
Hey, Orca.
Poor Wook.
We feel honored that you decided to switch streamers on us.
Of which, if people haven't noticed, Twitch is now running a drop where if you subscribe or gift a subscription, you get like 3 months of Apple Plus TV.
Huh.
Go fig. It's there if people are interested. Otherwise, no worries. It'll just be what it is.
And considering that's the only way to get a hold of their stuff. Or no, sorry, I'm thinking Disney.
Well, Apple's kind of the same way. They're just a
Kind
lot
of,
more
but-
low-key about it.
Yeah, but Disney is the stuff that's holding stuff we really kind of want to see hostage.
Yeah. Oof, the smell of
Meanwhile,
mezcal is overpowering. The fumes alone are making me dizzy. Poor girl.
I don't blame you. I mean, frankly, beer does that to me.
Well, I will want to speak with a man by the name of Gubli. Even among his fellow distillers, he is regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his product, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need to target information. And that means asking around and taking the gossip. If you could talk to people here at the distillery, Theron, Rylea, perhaps Wuklabat could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. Bibalja?
Bibilja. Me? I'm a chef from Tuliolo. I often come here to buy Gubli's mezcal, the finest in Trawl, according to my customers. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. The 3-martini lunch. It would be nice to have less, potent refreshments during such conversations, else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement.
Poor guy.
Was it Aaron's Uncle Ron who was the one who would make sure he drank less than everyone else at the, lunch meetings?
I think so. But then again, he basically swam in alcohol, so he had kind of a high tolerance.
So did everybody in that line of business at that time. There's not much I can say about Gubli, but I can tell you what Gubli's been saying. The other day, he was muttering about monsters prowling around Agave Jaws. That's the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to procure said ingredients, and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love.
There's truth
Well,
there.
that sounds like something we're eminently qualified to help with.
Yes. Tusvi?
Gubli might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed out of Sunperch.
Oh dear.
Kinda makes me wish we still had the poncho.
She was hiding behind a bush. So, what did you find out?
Plenty.
Oh, we can make use of all those tidbits. A deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobli is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead and I'll bring Wuklamat.
And nope, that one's being worked.
Ah, fates.
Yeah.
We might have to go to a zone that has less population.
Yeah. But I figured I'd check just in case. Not to mention it's a Friday night, and despite my inclinations, that does apparently get a little calmer.
Everyone's out partying.
In Dawntrail, right?
Hey, Gobbly.
You have business with me? Why don't we talk down below so as not to distract the alpaca from his work? I don't know, we went right through that room earlier. He did not seem very distractible at all. I see what they mean about his appearance.
Yeah. The bright red
that is the
isn't
least bright clothing we've seen here. Now, what is this about? Keep it brief if you would. I'm a busy man.
We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal. Assuming you have one on hand, that is.
An excellent choice. I must just warn you, though, it doesn't come cheap.
We don't have Pel, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's top-grade stuff, like the mezcal.
No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. Now, Ook.
No deal? Just like that?
Tweeting the deal. Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Danger, Will Robinson, danger!
Now's where the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? Let's talk about the distilled taste for strong drink.
Okay.
I've got a feeling because we're starting with the drinking, that's where we want to start with.
Maybe. I do figure we kind of want to build up to the big stuff, and that is probably the least.
I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hobigo chef, is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if I might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. This is how we get rid of the mate leaves.
Yeah.
Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course.
You're right. Absolutely right. I've noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hobigo friend, but I did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal hereafter.
We're about to sweeten the deal. Should we offer to kill the monsters causing them trouble? Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Monster Coal is at the bottom of what we should deal with. As I expected, you're aware of the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence.
The contest is decided. The subsequent ascensions...
That's still me.
Oh, that is... Mapu.
Yeah. When the contest is decided...
Camera angles fooled me.
The subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility?
Ooh. As a matter of fact, yes. I must admit, I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I can secure the deal.
Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared. The first impressions last. You'll be wanting to wear your very best when you walk to Shunsa. It would be such a shame to miss this chance of a lifetime simply for want of proper garments.
That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for court?
We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Bulknock, and his work is highly regarded in Tuliolao. As a supporter of Wuklamat and a keen observer of palace politics, he doubtless will be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit fit for this golden occasion.
That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one which I should like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing.
Say, weren't there monsters running amok in Agave Jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you.
Really, I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring sellswords to clear them out. Well, you're hiring them right now. Factoring in that saved expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. All right, you have a deal.
Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment, and Theron, Rylea, and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use this time to pen an introductory letter to Bulknock. The fields you're looking for just northwest of Wakapalo. Be safe.
To stop it.
Gobley?
That young woman is one formidable traitor. Yes, yes. She is
Please
getting
be
into
careful
her
out
groove.
there. So that went about as well as expected.
And we have gone from snow to wind.
Northeast. So probably up along those cliff line. That should be Ave Jaws right just over there. This will go faster if we split up. Come and find me once you've cleaned out your share of pests. Oh, we've got Talkable over here.
Ah. Nice, lovely. Ah, a traveler. Welcome to Agave Jaws, friend. How can I be of service?
What do you do here?
Oh, many things. I examine the soil and whether to ensure our agaves grow in the best conditions possible, decide the pace at which they're cultivated, and determine how many are prepared for distillation. Nothing pleases me more than when someone takes an interest in the farm. My colleagues and I spend all day looking after the agaves. I suppose it just feels nice when our hard work is appreciated.
What kind of place is this?
Why, it's an agave farm, of course. We collect their sap and distill it to make mezcal. As for the farm's namesake, well, just look how neatly we have the plants lined up. Doesn't the view remind you of a wild beast escaping maw? Or not that I've seen one up close. Yeah, this is looking very southwest. That took over aggro.
Yeah, well...
And that was with me being off cycle. Because my instinct is to hit 2 first, because that's usually where I want to start on a lot of classes. And of course they could just evaporate.
Sorry, I'm still in my opener!
Yeah, I couldn't even get Contra 6 off.
Sorry.
Not your fault that they're a bunch of weaklings.
Well, it doesn't help that my raid gear, or my gear on Sam is pretty much raid gear, so...
Oh. Red Mage isn't much worse.
Just a second.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Get that touchy-touchy in. Thud. Hey, Wook. Looks like you did pretty well yourself. Compared to the creatures I hunt with Papa, this is no challenge at all. Come, let's head back to the distillery. All that's left is to give Ma Blue the sack of leaves so she can seal the deal. Yes, it is windy. The next one is out that direction. Wook? Go on, give Ma Blue the sack of leaves so she can seal the deal. Goobly?
Finished already. Even herding mercenaries would have taken longer. Yeah, we're not herding mercenaries. We're, well, warriors of light. But never mind. Never you mind that part.
Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. Now, if I could just have the sack of leaves... Yeah, they kind of evaporated.
They sure did. Top grade mate leaves. A large sack of premium mate leaves you received in trade for a fine hatchet and an investment of labor. Worth 5 pel in the thousands column.
Thank you for looking after our precious trade goods.
And not dunking them in the blood of our enemies.
Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Goldley. Here are the mate leaves and a written introduction to Mel Nock as agreed.
Then the deal is done. Here, your jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments.
Yes, we finally have the mezcal. Great work, especially you, Mablu. You were the one that inspired me to come this far, Third Promise. But let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand.
Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future.
Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand. For now.
Not for long.
Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you.
Success! You have traded a 5,000 pill sack of top-grade mate leaves for a 10,000 pill jug of premium mezcal. Boom.
I'm not worried about Mr. Jaja. I'm just worried about Ja.
So, do we have any,
I see no side quests. Did you ding? Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Might wanna get Selene out.
Yeah. She's just going to hang around bored.
She can keep our minions company. Gobley?
Satisfied with our trade, and trust you are too. Should you have need of more mezcal, you know who to come to.
Master Gobley's praise makes me confident that I can be a peddler after all. Well, a bit more confidence than before, at least.
Check. Yep, nothing hiding off in the corners of the map. Wuklamat in the saddle. Wuklamat is ready to return to Havli.
Even at the palace, I don't think I've ever held 10,000 pel jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you'd better hold on to it until we get to the saddle maker. Fine.
Now, admittedly, we do not want this to turn into a comedy or tragedy with the bottle getting dropped at an inopportune moment.
Yep. Can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start all over again?
Yes, and we're not doing it.
Luckily, Havel's place is not far. We just need to head across the plaza. Checking with Gobley one last time.
Still satisfied.
Yes. Mablu? Third Promise looks ready to trade the mezcal now. Hint, hint.
Happily. My price is final. Bring me a jug of premium mezcal, or go bargain with another saddle maker.
This is it. The trade we've been working towards.
3-year premium mezcal, a high-quality jug of mezcal you received in trade for premium mate leaves, an introductory letter, and the swift culling of hostile pests, worth 10 pel in the thousands column. Shouldn't that be 1 pel in the 10,000s column?
Phew, still in one piece. Right, time to make our deal. Get your tools ready, saddle maker. We've brought you your precious mezcal.
Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? But you had nothing! A few measly clumps of wool.
What we had was an inspiring trader with the gift for negotiation.
And a couple of warriors of light. Although I'd sooner aid no claimant but Zoral Ja, cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pelu Pelu. The trade is a fair one. I will craft your saddle third promise.
Woohoo! Great!
Stay and wait if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. Proper leather making of something complicated like this should take a few days.
If not more.
Yeah. Assuming that all the materials are prepared ahead of time. Maybe a few days, though some of the wooden bits and then the stretching could take longer.
And you have to wait for it to cure before going on to the next step.
Yeah. Your commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time of it with one of my saddles. Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. I can taste that smooth mezcal already. Ah, you have work waiting.
Yes. We did it! The saddle is ours! And to think we started out with only 100 pel basket of alpaca wool. Mablu, you're going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. It makes me glad to hear you say that, third promise. We got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting.
Feat accomplished. Success, you traded a 10,000 pel jug of premium mezcal for a teaming saddle. You know, this might all be a bit easier if instead of a teaming saddle she could get a Pokeball.
And back to the ranch. We got quite the crowd here. Starting with Wook. Wook, not Rift. Let's tell them the good news. Looks like everyone's been pitching in with the alpacas.
You've been away for some time. I assume trading was productive?
Oh, yes.
In stages, but yes.
I made the mistake of startling one and caught a glob of spit from my trouble. I'm beginning to understand Wuklamaka's aversion to the animals.
Yeah. I'm really glad it's her doing this and not me.
Tobley and Aaronville have been teaching us how to care for the alpacas. One gentle girl ate the feed straight from my hand.
I think Kryle's in love.
She did call them fluffy clouds.
Yes, and Doodles, I would hope a Master Ball would be a bit overkill for this, but I'm afraid it might not be. You've acquired the saddle, then?
Yes, thanks in no small part to Mablu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. It'll bring out one of our wild-born friends so you can practice.
Practice would be good.
Yes, you have to deal with the alpaca. I know. This is something I need to learn.
Why, howdy ever.
Oh god, the music!
My music is set too low.
Great sunken gods, I did it!
He hardly seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit, as if he was completely accepting of Wuklamat's touch.
That's because of the singular scent in which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing.
Well, that's nice.
You know, I've never taken a good long look of one of you before, but you're actually kind of cute. You're only now noticing that? Oh dear. Zoral Jal, he's back. Oh dear.
Wow.
Having done exactly what he set out to do.
Golden fleece, no less.
Is that alpaca he brought? Is it just me or is it glowing?
I've heard tales of such a beast. They say the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence deep in the valley, where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind.
How did he manage to snare a prize like that?
A beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Wuklamat.
Strength alone won't win our father's throne. I'll be the one to find the Golden City, and then Thrall can remain at peace.
An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and the hopelessness firsthand. Exhaustion for prolonged conflict. The wages of war's merciless nature. These are what moved the clans to join in the founding of Tuliolal all those years ago. Consider the younger generation of this village. Since birth, they have basked in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war as not tragedy, but opportunity. Thus does the resilient sun seek to provide education. He offers much-needed lessons in the realities of conquest and a renewed appreciation for peacetime. I see you're allergic to this war.
Excuse me. Oh.
'tis true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I have seen with my own eyes what becomes of an empire forged through the violence you propose, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. The Garlean Empire was a congregation of simpletons. The oppressed fought back against their oppressors, as well they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with a threat of force alone. This is why Gulul Jaja did not elevate the Mumul Jah, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the First Promise has his gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. He would unite not only Tuliolal, but the star in its entirety.
What? Why?
I need not explain myself to you. Then whom? Oh, well done. Well done indeed. The First Promise has completed the feat of gold with an appropriately golden flourish. May I present to you your much-deserved keystone?
He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me or even Kona. It's like we're not even family. Yeah, the peace he's proposing won't work.
Well, for one thing, you can't be that arrogant about others and get the kind of peace he's proposing.
Well, there's also the fact of...
There's other problems, but that's a central one.
The type of peace he's proposing simply delays war and unfortunately reverberates through generations to become unending.
Yeah. He would end up with creating a desert.
Yeah. Alfie?
So much of our star has begun to embrace reconciliation and rebuild. And this would-be warlord would thrust us all back into turmoil. We cannot allow it to happen.
So Roja is willing to go to war for his twisted vision of peace. But should he achieve this peace, then what?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of idiot thinks the world can be united with war? Even most Garleans have since realized that their conquests was a mistake.
A golden alpaca in the flesh, like the Golden City. I thought them a children's tale.
I can never agree with Zoral Cha. I want Tuliolal to be a land of peace, now and always. Also, the strongest peace are, to be blunt, are created at the negotiation table. It's hard to negotiate with blood. I'll ponder Zoral Ja and his mysteries later. Right now, I need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle, I've practiced how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of Okunaka is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can at least seek Wulklamat off on her hunt.
note is still over here.
We've got a feat. We can get to it fast enough.
Go, go, go! Don't spare the chocobo.
It's right here.
It sure is. Below the recommended level. I can reach. Yeah, it is a level 91 fate. Mega Magawi Mayhem. Many Mega Magawi long for the rich fertile soil of the agave field, including this pack of particularly pungent ones, dispatched the creatures before they have the chance to lay eggs.
I hope I'm not going too fast for you. Though we're getting quite the storm here.
Yeah.
I was trying to do one at a time and it wouldn't let me.
There. That got everybody's attention. Yeah, we'll take that reset.
This was not my intention!
No, it wasn't. Dot things up as I can, but you are needing a certain amount of healing.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Ow, ow, ow. I could use some healing. Very good. I'm halfway through. And do we have another person?
Yes.
Yes, we do. Must be a summoner. Yep. So there's double checking. Okay. You have not switched to summoner on me. The third person were far more under control. This pair will probably finish it off. Well, no, probably need another. Yeah, more than that. Okay.
That's 1.
We need what? 10?
Yeah.
Still, we did it.
We got 1.
Yep.
Yes, they were aggressive. Oh my lord.
Mm-hmm. Aggressive pineapples.
Oh, sorry, that's Aether Currents. Shared fates. Yeah. Sorry, 1 of 6.
Okay, 6. And there is a fade off to the west of us. That is not being worked yet.
No, I just saw the summoner.
Makes sense. I figured someone would show up, but it wasn't showing his work at the moment I looked at it. Also a level 91 fate. Pasture expiration date. Ow. A freshly hatched Urkukampa possesses an appetite greater than a hungry household of Pelu. So one can easily imagine what an entire swarm of them will do to the alpaca's grazing plain if they're not swiftly dealt with. Which armor that is on their chocobo?
That is diamond weapon.
Okay, that would make sense.
Some heals would be nice.
Like that?
Yes, please and thank you.
I just noticed that you were having a spot of trouble. And about a third of the way through. Sammy.
And they just leveled.
Oh, yeah.
I am just at the end of the MP bar.
I was thinking more just in terms of how you're liking it currently.
Not bad, but one of my buttons is missing, so I don't know if it got replaced or... Just a second.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I totally know the feeling. Yeah, they hit 93.
Yeah, let's see if I can replace it for that. It's not as good, but... Alpha no.
Blue Alice. How deep do you think the valley is? I glanced over the edge on the way here, but the mist was too thick to even speculate. I've never set foot beyond this point. The valley is said to be home to fiends far more ferocious than spitting alpacas. Orunkanka, I think.
Yeah. Orunkanka is a steep and treacherous place, so only those with the head ledger's blessing are permitted to go there. Zoraja may have caught his first alpaca, but that doesn't mean Wuklamat isn't running it out of the running. She could do this. Loblu's right. At least we can do is let Wuklamat know we're cheering for her. Oh dear.
Oh, it's going to be any moot quest.
I can do this. I know I can.
Cheer on Wuklamat as she marshals her courage to attempt the harrowing task of capturing a wild alpaca.
Good luck there, Promise!
Cheered right into a city.
Thanks. I'll need it.
You can do this.
Truth be told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too.
That's the spirit.
Right. I'm off.
I have a good scholar outfit.
So, shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
I'm staying here.
As will I.
Waiting patiently
Wuklamat
at the
is alone
entrance.
in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
Sure, we can't just stick our nose in and look for a fate. Or two.
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
Okay, we'll do that instead.
Well then.
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
What's a gleaner?
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville specializes in finding animals, I believe.
But aren't you a Shaitana from Shak Tural? Why did you cross the salt?
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Charlian. As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking, and I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place. Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding the City of Gold?
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the right of succession, I mean to see it through.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City. Which is all the more reason for us to work together.
Just so.
So, who is this mentor of his?
Yes. I believe he has mentioned her before, but
She should have been
only
back
in
by
passing.
now. What if something's happened to her? We need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Give it time.
I did it.
Yes, you did.
Been a long night.
With much spittle.
You're utterly spent. And small
Most
wonder.
likely.
Well done, Third Promise.
The ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
Trial? We were out here for quite some time, but I'm glad Luke Lamont was able to catch her alpaca, and Aaronville choosing to share his story with us was a welcome surprise. Alphino is quick to lend a hand with dismantling the tent. Is this to be his new obsession now that he's mastered collecting firewood? Ooh! Leave it to the twin to dig that one. Aaronville?
I spoke too much. If Wuklamat is up to it, we should be heading back to Tobli. Wuklamat has no serious injuries to speak of. However, she had clearly been pushed to the very limits of her endurance.
Thanks to Alphino and his healing hands, I can actually stand again! Maybe even walk! Oh dear. I'm so relieved the Third Promise came back to us safely. And the alpaca she tamed is a good, healthy-looking beast. Surely this will be enough to satisfy the feat of gold.
You want any of those dyes?
Either the Raptor Blue or the Ice Blue are good. I know the Ice Blue is what you use for your White Mage healing set.
I think it's what I use for my gathering sets. Or, sorry, crafting sets.
Rift, get your butt back here. No, you cannot mother hen my blue.
Because this is the zone boundary here, I just want to see what it's like.
It's roped off.
Yeah. And we have a trail going around the shoulder of the mountain.
Yep. Cryo? Okay, that's the same as before.
Yep.
Yep, it's all the
Let's
same.
see. Yep.
My blue.
Knowing the Pelu Pelu, Mablu is minded to rush ahead to the village, with good reason.
Wuk seems to be a bit unsteady on her feet. Hardly surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt the fatigue away like magic, though? Mate tea!
Fair
I'll
enough.
run to the ranch and get a pot brewing. That way you can take your time and the tea will be ready when you arrive.
As Mablu so wisely suggested, we shall set a slower pace for our exhausted third from us. And away they go.
Woohoo!
Mm-hmm. And probably just sit ourselves down for some coffee.
Yeah.
Still some very important progress.
Indeed. We're almost ready to leave the area. Except for all the fate hunting.
Presumably, yeah. And probably more side quests. That'll show up as soon as this turns in.
Well, head straight for coffee?
Yeah. It's already after 11.
Yeah, one golden fleece right there.
Yeah.
Caught via intimidation.
Yeah.
Coffee and snacks. Just what the healer ordered. With that, it is time and past time. We said goodnight. Thank you all very much for coming along. As was pointed out earlier, tomorrow over on Picardo, Baron will be streaming with the theme of the Olympics. Woohoo!
Yes.
For doing artwork. And then when his stream is done, it is back to Palace of the Dead. Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
So until then, yes?
No.
Okay. Until then, be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep. Thank you all very much for coming, and you all have a great evening.
Yes, everyone have a great night. Hope you catch Baron tomorrow and then follow it up with us.